Hey guys, welcome to our next video.
Oh, sorry guys. It's always good to go back to your little childhood voice. But anyway, hey guys, like I said, welcome back to another review. In this video, if you remember last review, we reviewed this guy. And no, I didn't buy another one. And I don't know if you remember in that last review, I said something about Sonic 2.5-inch figures. And as you guessed it, in this review, we're going to be reviewing my collection so far. So let's get into it. Okay, guys. So, in this, I got like a couple of figures, and I have like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures, and I guess we could like, I don't know, use this guy as a reference. I don't know, they're actually really small. Let me just move my camera a little bit down. So they're all right there, like all of them. So we're just gonna go by order. This could be a short video, but every single time I say something like that, like for example, I thought this video was gonna be like 4 minutes for this guy, and it ended up being 6 minutes. But maybe we could just try to make it fast, who knows. Anyway, let's start off with my Sonic figure. And the company who makes these figures is Jakks Pacific. Not specific, Pacific, like the Pacific Ocean. I actually got confused and I was wondering why they said specific in the company brand. But yeah, so here we got Classic Sonic. I actually have, I got this one from the $20 little playset thing. I only got it for this Sonic because this was before they were gonna sell, like now they're selling him by himself, and I kind of got disappointed. But it came with this guy and like 2 motor bugs that I don't think I have on me right now. Hold on, let me do a crazy transition edit right now, and it's probably gonna appear in my hand. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and normally that would work. Oh well. So like anyway, let me just adjust my camera. It came with these 2 guys. I was just joking, it did work. These guys, so I guess these could be part of the collection. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll start with Sonic like I said first. So every character has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation. And they're not as, they're like pretty articulated. I'd say this is a little bit better than the Stumble Guys one, because they just move up and down. But yeah, so they go back, forward, you could go kick, and you could go back. And the head, there's no ball joint, but you can move it like sideways, a 360 rotation. And I actually like this figure because it kind of scales of how Classic Sonic would actually look next to normal figures. Like, there we go. Something like that. See, I feel like how Classic Sonic would look if he was, because I guess the timeline means for Classic Sonic, he's probably like, what, 4 years old? But yeah, normally every Sonic has a Classic Tails figure. None, in this case, he probably doesn't. That's right. I tried getting a Tails figure and they ran out. So instead, I got Knuckles. And Knuckles the Echidna. And I thought Echidna was just a random character, but like a random like fan-made, not fan-made, what's it like a random like made animal, but actually an Echidna is real. So yeah, but here he is. The class, and notice how I actually get the classics and not the modern ones. And I don't really like the modern ones. I like the classics better because they actually scale up and maybe cannon size. But yeah, so here's Knuckles the Echidna. His little dreads, I think these are dreads, I don't know. So his little iconic ponytail. But yeah, they kind of move, they kind of like, like, oh yeah, that's there for his arms to go up. But I don't know, he's just, it just doesn't really, his articulation is limited, I guess. His arms go back. And if you want, you have to put his arms down, and his head would do a 360 rotation, but these are in the way, so it's not as good as it's kind of stinks. But moving on, we have Super Sonic. Yeah, I'm doing the robots last. Here's Classic Super Sonic. He's a little worn out. I was a kid when I got him. I'm gonna refurnish him. This first thing I'm doing is putting black on this guy's nose. This was probably my first 2.5-inch figure that I got. And the weird thing is, look at his feet. Like, you try to straighten it out and it just won't. Like, it's weird. And I'll show you right now, but I'm actually posing him. This is what you actually have to do to make him stand straight normally. And he looks pretty funny. He looks really weird. So, I don't know. This figure is really good, but I just wish they had, like, they fixed the leg. Like, come on. Like, are you serious? So yeah, he has iconic mad face. The sculpting is really good on these figures too. I really like it. I think it's, yeah, their heads could pop off. I wanna, but it's because I actually took a risk. I have a friend who got a Super Shadow, a modern one, and both of his hands broke off. And man, let me tell you, I kind of feel really bad for that guy. I really feel bad for him. Same with this one, like all his body, like see, like that's when I got him, but I took risks. Like literally, you could take Knuckles. Look, see, all his body parts off. Like I don't know why it does that, but I'll probably build them later, like a Lego. I should probably do a Lego review, right, guys? Sorry, I'm really cheap for my set. Anyway, continuing. Sorry, guys. This stupid camera thing. There we go. So, going on. We're going from, I think, probably the most coolest figure that I got. Mecha Sonic. This guy's a newer one, and he uses a ball joint head. But let me tell you guys, this Mecha Sonic is really neat. Like, it's like, yeah, I kind of wish I got the 3-pack with Mecha Sonic, Classic Sonic, and Robotnik, but they didn't scale up to, like, their, I guess I wanted to say canon size. Like, it would have been really nice. Like, I know Mecha, like they were like, I don't know, like 5 inches maybe? So they would have looked weird if Classic Sonic was all ginormous next to a clone trooper. But yeah, oh, I dropped them. It's just, I don't know, it's just really weird. But yeah, this guy actually, they made one, and I was really hyped like about it. This is like the first new one that like they made, and they just started to re-release like this guy and this guy and this guy. Yes, we'll get onto him right now. But yeah, so yeah, this guy's really awesome, really neat. His articulation, he looks like he could like close his fist like if he's a boxer. Really cool. And his articulation's a little limited going up, but it kind of goes to the side. And then it was really neat. I don't know if you guys can see it, but his tires could move, which is really cool. So yeah, this painting is really good. Sculpting, really nice. I really like the little jetpack, little details they actually did. It's just for a $5 figure that you could actually get, which I think is a good price. But yeah, so moving on. Sorry guys, gotta clear my throat. We got Classic Metal Sonic. And let me tell you guys, this guy was a figure that I've always been wanting. And one time, originally my first video wasn't going to be Ryu. It was actually going to be the Miles Morales figure. And I remember recording it and it broke. So I was like, man, might as well return it. And I never did a video for that. But yeah, so I, got the figure. I returned it. And for some reason, in the return things, this was in mint condition in the box. And I was like, you know what, let's get it. So I got it, and boom, that's how I got Metal Sonic. But yeah, his articulation is a little limited because of how big his shoulder pads are. They could go up, can't really close in, like cut just a little, but they go back out. I thought these were articulated, but no, they're not. So don't mess with those if you guys get this figure. His legs go up and they go back, which is really cool. I think he might be in a stop motion, who knows. But yeah, really good figure. I'd recommend it if you guys really want this figure. But yeah. And the last but not least, the most randomest figures, the worst figures in my collection. So we got the Rhino, I forgot his name, but yeah. Oh, look, you also see like, this is official too, not bootleg, like Symbiote Spider-Man. But yeah, so his ears, the only thing that moves is his ears. This one's more looser than the other one. And his wheels just, they move, so it's pretty cool. But yeah. And we got the fish guy. His mouth moves. Subscribe to Awesome Reviews. And of course, he has some articulation to his fins, which I think is kind of weird. And also because of a stand too. And what's cool is that you could like put this on any peg, like if they have a hole, that you put this thing inside the hole. And yeah, and it looks like he's kind of floating. You could kind of see his head. But if you have a stand, you can make it look like he's floating stuff. Like this guy, that's why he came with it, because he could float. But yeah, the tail's articulated, and yeah. But here's a real question: should you start collecting these figures? Well, from the looks of it, I think you actually should. And a matter of fact, there's a future wave of a Classic Sonic that I saw. he actually has a mad face. Like, he's not all smiley, and I think I want to get that mad face one because it looks cool. And yeah, and if you want to find these figures, you could go in the front of like a Walmart, and like, you know where the snacks are at. That's basically where I found these. Or you could actually go to Target and just check the it's probably gonna be next to the Fortnite figures. That's what I bet. But other than that, I think that's gonna wrap up for today's review. And make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.